Language registers refers to the level of formality or style used in communication. Register can range from very formal to very informal. The choice of register often depend on the context, audience, and purpose of the communication. Understanding and using different language registers appropriately is essential for effective communication. It allows speakers to adjust their language to fit the situation, ensuring clarity and appropriateness, whether in formal setting or casual conversation. Language varieties. The different forms of language that can include dialects, socialects, and style that arise from geographical, social, and contextual differences. For example, British English and American English are varieties of English, each with unique vocabulary and pronunciation. Language varieties refers to the different forms of or versions of language that arise due to various factors such as regional differences, social class, profession, and context of use.
And for the registers, here are the examples. Frozen. This is the most formal register, often fixed and unchangeable. For example,
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
and for the other examples of frozen is legal documents or national anthems. Formal. Used in professional or academic setting, this register features complex vocabulary and grammar. For example is academic presentation. This study aims to examine the impact of climate change on agriculture. This is a semi-formal register used in conversation where one person is providing information or advice, such as in a teacher-student or doctor-patient interaction. Example of doctor-patient interaction. We need to discuss your symptoms to provide the right treatment. This register is informal and used among friends or peers. It includes slang, colloquialism, and a relaxed tone. And for example is conversation among friends like, hey, let's go, let's eat out, or uy, tara na, kain tayo sa labas. Used in close relationship, this register includes private language, pet names, and shared experience. It's very personal and often includes nonverbal cues. And for example is conversation between partners. Love, I miss you and I want to be with you. Last one is private. It's language that is not meant for public sharing, often includes inside jokes or confidential information. For example is sharing secrets with a close friend. I have something to tell you but I don't share it with anyone. Standard language, the accepted form of language used in formal setting. For example is official documents. Ang resulta ng pag-aaral ay mahalaga sa ating mga desisyon. Another example is good day or magandang araw. Specialized language used by specific group. For example is business jargon, term like ROI or ROI, which means return on investment, or synergy, commonly used in corporate meeting. Colloquial language is informal language used in everyday conversation. For example is kamusta or how are you? Slang. Slang is informal and often transient language. For example is chill to mean relax or calm down. Dialect, a regional variation of a language. For example is ay ayatin ka, which means I love you in Ilocano. Patwa, a regional or social dialect. For example is a local variant like di mo ko kaya, I can't, used in specific communities. Creole, a stable, fully developed language that arises from the mixing of different languages. For example is Chabacano, which blends with Spanish with local languages. Fijian, a simplified language that develops as a means of communication between speakers of different languages. For example is, mag-order ako ng food. I will order food, mixing Filipino and English.